wellness checks on children. Just like the situation in Michigan, another Michigan story. Michigan, there's a lot going on in Michigan. You know, stories happen in every state, y'all, in every country. But just like the story recently with Kelly Bryant, she had her 3 children living in the house for almost 5 years, barely eating, not washing their bodies, not flushing the toilet, not washing their hands, not having the right cleaning supplies and sanitary supplies. And no one was doing a wellness check on these children. Everyone was believing her story that, oh, they're okay, or oh, so and so is babysitting them, or oh, they're with their father, whoever. If I have a grandchild and I love my grandchild and we are in good and I have a good relationship with my, if I think I have a good relationship with my child, and I'm not hearing from them, I'm gonna do a pop up. I'm gonna do a wellness check. And even if you don't, I mean, the family could at least did a stakeout at the home, and hey, look, we're gonna sit in the car, and we're gonna watch and see if we see the children coming in and out. Nobody cared about those 3 children. They were rescued. They were 15, 13, and 12 years old, suffering, y'all. I saw the cleanup. Have you guys seen the cleanup at the video of the children who were rescued from that Michigan home in Pontiac, Michigan? Y'all, the whole place was full of poop. The snow, they was taking everything out. The snow was dirty with poop. The walls were dirty with poop. The floors were dirty with poop. The refrigerator was pooped up. The stove was full of poop. Like the whole, it's like poop. I'm honestly wondering, did the children also eat poop? Because we've heard of situations where someone is so hungry, so starved that they'll eat their own feces. You know, I don't know. But they had an abundance of poop. The toilet was full of poop. It couldn't work no more. The bathtub. Like, this is gross what I'm saying, but these children were living in, like they said, squalor. They were living worse than animals. I know there's some dogs in America right now being pampered in doggy heaven right now, living better than how these children were living. You know, it's a disgrace. It's just so much negativity that I'm seeing during Black History Month. But negativity happens on every month. Like I always say, there's no perfect parent out there, but you got to do more than you have to do more than the bare minimum. You know, children deserve more than the bare minimum. Like, just because you're keeping them alive, barely keeping them alive, or you're doing, you know, the absolute least for them, doesn't mean you're being a good parent. A good parent tries their best to go above and beyond. Like, I'm not understanding, but it's a lot of people who have mental health issues that's not being checked. And I really think that before you leave the hospital with a child, you should be ordered to have some type of parenting classes, have some type of psychological evaluation. Like, more needs to be done for children. The school system are failing children. The child protective services are failing children. Families are failing children. It's sad, y'all. All these stories I'm hearing about is so sad. And I will never stop speaking about children and for children, because I was a child myself and I didn't have the best life. I didn't have the worst life in the world, but it was an ideal life for a child to live. And sometimes people make it seem like, oh, well, at least I did that for you, or at least I didn't do that. It still wasn't a great life. Like, you have to do more than a bare minimum as a parent. You have to do way more than that was done to you. Just treat your children like humans, y'all. We got to treat our children like humans. If the world would be ashamed of how you treat your children behind closed doors, then you should be ashamed of how you treat your children. Because a lot of parents are narcissistic, psychopaths, and they only do things for the public or what they think people will like. But behind closed doors, they're tormenting their children. They're like the worst parent. They're just disgusting. You know, every parent has a bad day. Sometimes we're yelling, we're mad, we're upset. But to like torture your children, to have them living in filth, to treat them like you hate them, that's no way for a child to live, y'all. Will Shake says, Grezzy from Socialland. Hi, Grezzy. Hi, from Socialland. I don't know, is that the bell, the church? That might be the church bell. Anyway, y'all, let me see what the poll is saying so far. I asked you guys, is your Sunday going well? 62% of you said yes, and 38% of you said no. So I'm glad most of you are having a good Sunday. How many more minutes could we stay? You ready, or are you okay?